What's up guys, welcome to the second class of our Intro to Vinyasa Yoga series. In today's class we'll be introducing 3 different types of lunges that we can incorporate into our sun salutations, and we'll also talk about how to find the right distance between the hands and the feet in down dog. If you've been enjoying these classes, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. And when you're ready, let's get started. Alright, so first I'll explain to you the 3 types of lunges that we'll cover during this class. The first one we already did during the first class, which is low lunge. In low lunge, we have the front shin vertical and a pretty big distance between the front foot and the back foot. The back leg is completely straight, the knees locked, the quads are active, but here we don't just collapse the chest into the knee. We have a lift to the pose. So most of the weight will be on our feet and not on our hands or on our chest. The second type of lunge that we will do is crescent lunge. And crescent lunge has the same base as low lunge, but we'll be upright with our hands towards the ceiling, back leg straight, and front shin vertical. The third type of lunge that we'll do is Anjaneyasana. For Anjaneyasana, we'll have the back knee on the mat, front shin vertical. We'll inhale and try to bring the hips forward, but we will not be going super deep and bending our back. We'll actually be more upright, focusing on feeling the stretch at the front of the back hip. Today we'll also cover how to find the right stride, the right distance between the hands and the feet for down dog. And for that, what I want you to do is lay on your belly and have your hands right beside the chest so that your fingertips are aligned with your armpits. From here, you can come to all fours, tuck your toes, and come into down dog with your knees bent, with your arms straight, trying to have a straight line in between the wrist, the shoulder, and the hips. And if you feel comfortable here, you can start straightening the knees as long as you don't round your back when you straighten the knees. Your heels will be up, and if you feel comfortable here, you can start lowering the heels, also as long as your back doesn't start to round. So for most people it's easier at the beginning to have the knees bent and focusing on having a straight back, activating the arms, having the hips high, and this will be our down dog. Also, to transition during sun salutations from down dog into the lunges, what we will be doing is bringing our knees to the floor. Why? Because for most people, what's difficult in sun salutations is bringing one foot from down dog directly to the place of the hand to go into a lunge. So a lot of people will have trouble doing this and will actually be only able to bring the foot until midway or even further back, and they won't be able to bring the foot all the way to the front. If this is happening to you, during sun salutations, you'll bring your knees down, bring the foot to the front, and then lift back up into your lunge. So, bringing the knees down will always be an option for you, as long as you're not able to bring the foot directly to the front to go into a lunge. All right, so let's get to the top of the mat. Inhale, bring the arms up, keep the Ujjayi breath that we covered in the last class. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, lift the chest, straighten the legs, straighten the back. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, all the way up. And exhale, hands together in prayer. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the back. Exhale, fingertips on the mat, and bring the right foot back. Inhale in low lunge. Exhale, bring the left foot back, down dog. Have your knees bent if you need to. Exhale, bring the knees down. Bring the right foot forward. Inhale, lift the back knee. Exhale, bring the left foot forward. Bend the knees and fold. Inhale, straighten the back, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands together in prayer. We'll do that again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift the chest. Exhale, left foot back, right shin vertical. Inhale in low lunge. Exhale, right foot back, down dog. Have the knees bent if you need to, or straight back. Inhale in down dog. Exhale, bring the knees down. Left foot forward. Inhale, low lunge. Have a lift to the pose, have the back knee straight. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale, look forwards, straighten the back, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands together in prayer. Inhale, arms up. Now we'll add crescent lunge into the salutations. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, straight back, straighten the legs. Exhale, bring the right foot back. Inhale, arms up. Have the back leg straight, the front shin vertical. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Left foot back, down dog. Inhale in down dog. Exhale, bring the knees to the mat. Right foot forward. Inhale, lift the back leg. Lift the arms. Exhale, hands down. Back foot to the front of the mat. Bend the knees and fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands together in prayer. Now we'll add plank into our sun salutations. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bring the left foot back, right shin vertical. Inhale, bring the arms up, straighten the back leg. Exhale, hands down. Right foot back to down dog. Inhale, shift to plank, push the floor away. Don't let your chest collapse in between the shoulders. Push it away from the floor. And exhale, shift back to down dog. Bring the knees down, left foot forward. Inhale, lift the back knee, straighten the back leg, lift the arms. Exhale, hands down. Bring the right foot forward, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, look forwards, straighten the back. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands together in prayer. Inhale and exhale a couple times. Now we'll do Anjaneyasana salutations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the back. Exhale, bring the right foot back, right knee to the floor. Inhale, arms up, have the front shin vertical. Exhale, hands down, down dog. Inhale, down dog. Shift to plank, push the floor away. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale in down dog. Exhale, knees down. Right leg forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Left foot forward, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, straighten the back, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands together in prayer. Activate the core. Activate the chest. And do our last round of sun salutations. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, hands on the shin, straighten the back. Exhale, left leg back, left knee on the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Right foot back, going to down dog. Inhale, shift to plank. Really push the floor away. Don't collapse the chest in between the shoulders. Push it away from the floor. Exhale, back to down dog, bend the knees if you need to. And exhale, knees down, left foot forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Right foot forward, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, straighten the back, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in prayer. Now we'll move on to the standing poses, and we'll do the same standing poses that we did in the first class, but we'll also be linking them with breath after the first round. So have your feet apart, turn the right leg out, turn the left foot in, and have your heels aligned with each other. As I said in the previous class, if you want to, you can actually use the edge of the mat as a guide for you to see where you're placing your feet. From this position, we'll have our hands on the hips and we will bend the right knee so that our front shin is vertical. Again, for less intensity, bring the left foot closer to the right foot. For more intensity, bring the left foot further away from the right foot. But always keep the front shin vertical. So the front knee is over the front ankle. From here, straighten the arms and look forwards. Breathe. Have the back leg active. Pull the left kneecap up, activate the quads. Bring the hands down, straighten the leg, and we'll do the other side. So turn the right foot in, the left foot out, and again, lower so that your front shin is vertical. Adjust the stride if you need to. Straighten the arms and look past your front hand. Have the back leg active. Pull the kneecap up. Activate the quad and breathe. Inhale, come up. Turn the left foot in, the right foot out, and we'll do our side angle pose or Parshvakonasana. We'll start exactly the same way as we did, so we'll go into Warrior 2. Straighten the arms, and now either you have your front forearm on the thigh and straighten the top arm to be in line with the body, or you can have the right hand on a block on the outside of the foot. Again, keep the back leg straight, the left quad completely active. Breathe in the pose. Inhale, come up. If you use the block, put the block on the other side. Turn the right foot in, left foot out. Bend the left knee so that the front shin is vertical. Adjust the stride if you need to. Inhale and come down and align the top arm with the rest of the body. Also, if you don't have a block or you want to, you can have your front forearm resting on the thigh like this. Inhale, come up. We'll go into our triangle pose. So turn the back foot in, front foot out, align the heels, and as you've been noticing, all these poses have the same stride. It's always the same logic of having the front shin vertical and the knee on top of the ankle. So with the legs like this, we will pivot the pelvis over the front leg. So don't just side bend the spine like this. We want a straight back. So we really need to rotate the pelvis over the front leg. Put our hands either on the shin or on the block on the outside of the foot. And look up, having both legs completely active, both quads pulling the kneecaps up. Inhale, come up. We'll do it on the other side. Turn the feet, activate the legs, and again, Pivot the pelvis over the front leg instead of keeping the pelvis leveled and trying to side bend the spine. So really rotate the pelvis over the front thigh. Have your hand on a block on the outside of the leg or on the shin. Right arm up. And breathe in the pose. Again, activate both quads, pull both kneecaps up, lock both knees. Inhale, come up, have the feet parallel, and come into child's pose. So knees on the mat, have the knees as wide as the mat, and come forwards, resting your forearms, resting your forehead on the mat. Allow the breathing to come back to normal. And now we will do the same three poses, but we will be connecting all three of them with the breath. So come up, stand up again, and again have the feet wide, and we'll start with warrior two again. So rotate the front foot out, the back foot in, have your arms to the sides, bend the front knee, and the front shin vertical. Now inhale, keeping your Ujjayi breath. Exhale, forearm on the thigh, side angle pose. Inhale, back to warrior two. And exhale, back to side angle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front leg, triangle pose, hand on the block, hand on the shin. Inhale, come back to warrior two, and come up. Turn the front foot in, turn the left foot to the back of the mat, and again, arms to the sides, bend the knee so that the front shin is vertical, straighten the back leg, really activate the quad and pull the kneecap up. Exhale, come into side angle pose or Parsvakonasana. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, come back to your side angle pose. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten the front knee. Hand on the block, hand on the shin. Come into the triangle pose. Inhale, bend the knee back into warrior two, and come up. Have both feet parallel. If you need to, have the blocks in front of you. Have your hands on the hips, open the chest, pull the elbows back, straighten the legs, and with a flat back, bend forwards. And either have the hands on the floor, hands on blocks. But what I don't want you to do is round your back like this. We should have a straight back. If you need to, you can bend the knees as long as you're having a straight back. That's good. But if you can, try to straighten the knees and keep the flat back. Hands on the hips. Come up. Bring your feet together. Come to the front of the mat. Inhale. Bring your arms up. Exhale. Bend the knees and fold. Inhale. Straighten the legs. Straighten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands together in prayer. Come back to your wide leg forward fold, and we'll add a twist to it. So hands on the hips, legs straight, chest open, flat back. Come down. If you need to, again, use blocks. Put the left hand in the middle of the legs and right hand on the hip. Rotate up, keeping the legs as straight as possible if you're able to. Come down, switch the hands, right hand on the block, left hand on the hip. And look up. And come down. Come up. Feet together. Put the blocks to the side. We'll go into our Warrior 1.5 and Warrior 1. So, have the feet apart again. Turn the right foot out, the left foot in. And here again, as in the same class, if you need to, you can actually step the left foot a little to the front so that your heels are staggered instead of having the heels aligned with each other. From here, have your hips turning at a 45-degree angle in between the legs. And with the hands on the hips, bend the front foot, bend the front knee, so that the shin is vertical. Inhale, bring the arms up and have the back leg as straight as possible. Turn the hips forward, keep the back leg straight, the front shin vertical. Feel the difference in the sensation in the front of the left hip. Inhale, come up. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So turn the right foot in, the left foot out. As you'll see again and again, we're using the same stride, the same distance in between the feet, the same principles to find that distance. And as you progress throughout the years and throughout your practice, you'll be adjusting your stride. So there's no one formula or one distance that is right for everybody. So with hands on the hips and with your hips facing a diagonal in between the legs, bend the front knee, have the back leg completely straight, front shin vertical. Inhale, bring the arms up. Now turn into Warrior 1. Turn the hips towards the front, keeping the back leg straight, the front shin vertical. And again, if you feel too much sensation on the legs, you shorten the stride, but keep the front shin vertical. And if you feel like you need more sensation, bring the back leg even further away from the front foot. Inhale, come up, bring the feet together, and we'll do standing forward fold. So I have the feet parallel to each other so that your knees are facing directly forward. Inhale, grab opposite elbows, exhale, and bend down. If you need to, have the knees bent. Otherwise, you can have your legs straight as long as you're not up here, like with this, with a very, very round back. So if you're here, bend the knees and allow yourself to go a little deeper. But if you feel comfortable, you can straighten the legs and relax the upper body. Inhale, come up, and we'll do our half handstand up the wall again. And as I said in the first class, if you're not feeling comfortable doing the half handstand at the wall, you can come into down dog and lift one leg and do your single leg down dog on the one side and on the other side, alternating between sides. Otherwise, bring your mat against the wall. Lay down on your belly. Let's find the right stride for down dog. So have your fingertips aligned with your armpits. Come back into all fours. Come back to down dog. And have your heels on the wall. If you need to, have the knees bent. And from here, bring the left foot onto the wall as high as the hips. And bring the right foot onto the wall, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, push the floor away, breathe, and come back down, rest on the knees. This is the first approach to this pose. The next step is actually having hips, shoulders, and wrists aligned on a vertical line. For that, we'll actually have to have a shorter stride than what we did now by starting from down dog. So what we need to do is we'll find our down dog again, measure it out, come back to all fours, and now step the hands about 10 to 15 centimeters back and do the same thing. Bend the legs, come into a shortened down dog, have one foot on the wall, as high as the hips, the other foot joins on the wall, straighten the legs, and straighten the back. Push the floor away, really engage the shoulders, push the floor away, bend the knees, and come down. Have the knees as wide as the mat. Bend forward into your child's pose and allow the breath to come back to normal. And when you're ready, come up. Bring your mat away from the wall. And we'll go into our back bends. Again, we'll do the same two poses as in the first class. So we'll start with our locust pose. Lay on your belly. Activate the legs. Have the hands back with the palms facing down. Inhale. Lift the chest. Lift the hands, lift the feet, and breathe in the pose. This is not a pose where we will be going too deep. is much more of a pose where we'll be activating the back muscles and really strengthening the whole back. Exhale down, rest the forehead on your hands. We'll do this pose again. Bring the hands back, palms facing down. Inhale, lift the chest, activate the legs, lift the hands, and breathe. We'll do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Rest the forehead on the hands. We'll now go into Cobra pose. So again, align the fingertips with your armpit. Keep your hips on the ground. And with an inhalation, hug your elbows into the side body. Don't let them flare out like this. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Activate the back muscles and come up. Your arms will not be straight. Keep hugging the elbows into the side body. Keep pulling the shoulders away from the ears. And breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Rest the forehead on the hands. We'll do Cobra pose once again. So again, align your fingertips with your armpits, hug the elbows in, pull the shoulders away from the ears, inhale, and come up. Really activate your glutes, activate the muscles in the back. Continue to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Come back to all fours. Lay on your back. And we'll go into bridge pose. So this pose we didn't do on the first class. And what we'll do is we will have our feet with the insides of the feet parallel and at least as wide as your hips, or if you feel more comfortable, have the insides of the feet aligned with the outsides of the hips. Sit closer to the heels, lay on your back. Now what you'll do is grab the outsides of the mat, the sides of the mat, inhale, lift the hips as much as possible, open the chest, rotate the shoulders back, and keep breathing. Continue for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back down. And again, grab the sides of the mat, inhale, and come up. Open the chest, activate the glutes, lift the hips as much as possible. And continue breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come down. Cross the right ankle on top of the left knee and grab the shin and lay on your back. If this is too much on your right hip, you can grab the back of the thigh, or if this is still too much, you can put your left foot on the floor and just rest on your back. Activate the feet, flex both feet, and try to relax the right outer hip. And switch sides. Cross the left ankle on top of the right knee, and again the same thing. Grab the shin, grab the back of the thigh, or just have your right foot on the floor and open the left hip. Also notice how different you are from one side to the other. We'll naturally have sides that are much more flexible than others, poses that are easy to do on one side and are hard to do on the other side. Actually, my left hip is tighter than my right hip, so it is more difficult for me to grab the shin on the left side than on the right side. And come back. Turn to your right side and come up. You might need a block for this, and actually I feel that it's more comfortable to do it on a block. Sit on the block, have your right leg straight, place your left foot outside the right leg, inhale, bring the arms up, exhale, hug the left knee and twist to your left. Have your left hand on the floor behind you. Have the right leg straight. And have the chest open. Have a straight back. Exhale. Come forwards. Switch legs. Have the right foot outside of the left. Have the right foot outside of the left leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hug the right knee. Turn to your right. Straighten the back. Elevate the chest. And twist. During twists, you should use your inhalations to elongate the spine and your exhalations to relax the muscles of the back to allow your spine to twist even deeper. Come forwards, cross the legs. Try to have your feet below the knees instead of having the knees so wide apart that you're crossing the legs at the ankles. If you need to have a bigger height, and if you don't feel comfortable sitting cross-legged, you can do thread the needle again, which was this pose that we just did before. Right now, let's sit on the block. Cross the legs, open the chest, have a straight back, and bend forwards. If you have to really bend your back like this to come forwards, it's better for you to stay here, straighten the back, and with the straight back, slowly come forwards. Just so much that you don't have to start rounding your upper back. Come up. Switch legs. And again, lift the chest, straighten the back, and come forwards, keeping a straight back. Keeping a steady breath. Relaxing your hips. And come up. Put your block to the side. Sit sideways on your mat with your feet apart. And right here, try to have the knees straight, your toes point to the ceiling. And if you're too uncomfortable in this position and you feel that you're falling back and that your upper back is rounding, grab your block and sit on the block. From here, if you can, walk the hands forward while keeping a straight back. If this is too much for you, have your hands at the back. Lift the chest, straighten the back, and try to push yourself just a little bit to the front, keeping your legs straight and keeping your toes pointing up. Pull your chest forward more than trying to pull your head down. Keep activating the legs. Keep the knees straight. And come back up. Put your block to the side. Lay down on your back. Put your heels on the corners of the mat. Have your palms facing up and close your eyes. Bring your awareness to the breath and allow the whole body to relax. Once you feel your mind drifting, just note it. And bring your awareness back to the breath, following the inhalations and exhalations. Stay in Shavasana for as long as you want, as long as you need.